So this is your realm. It's kind of like your island or your hideout from Path of Exile. It's similar. So this is a major point of progression in the game. Ideally, this is where you want to put most of your Aether to start. Let me turn off my FPS so you can see up top. So when you start off, after you get out of Tazim, which is the start area, it'll bring you here. And you have your Etheric Core. You have your Arcane Workshop. Mana Vault. And your Mystical Study. So the way to level up your Etheric Core is by upgrading all your other ones. So you kind of have to leapfrog it. So you can see down here at the bottom the requirements for me to get my Etheric Core to upgrade 4 would be this cost plus all these prereqs. So mana and gold. And you might ask why level up your Etheric Core? So your Etheric Core basically is how you get lands. Think of it, you know, you're like building up the level. You're building up the level of your realm. What does that do exactly, right? So once you get past level 2 and you go to 3 and you want to say I wanted to bring my next land to 3, I can only focus on a specific one. Like if I want to target one, so if I wanted to bring my plane, since I'm running white and black right now, if I wanted to bring that to 3, it would cost 600 white planar mana and then 2000 gold. So it says reduces the number of spell pages required to rank up white spells from rank 2 to rank 3 by 75%. So a major point of progression in the game is your spells and their ranking. So it's basically leveling that up is going to mean you need less spell pages to upgrade your spells, and upgrading your spells gives you crazy effects. It makes them way stronger, do more damage, longer effects, so on and so forth. It depends on the spell, but a major way to increase your loadout score and increase the strength of your deck is by upgrading the spells. So it's crucial that you upgrade your realm to make it easier for you to upgrade your deck and basically strengthen your deck. So you're going to notice a bottleneck on progressing your realm is going to be planar mana, right? So once you start upgrading once you get out of Tazim, the tutorial basically area, it starts like walking you through this as you level up. So the main thing that we've done is harvest planar mana. This doesn't take the timer to give it to you. You want to use it, and then it gives you all of this mana instantly, and then you can use it again in this amount of time. The other thing is Aether Rush. Planar mana Aether Rush. This basically converts this flat amount of Aether to mana. And this is where most of my Aether is going for now, just to ease the upgrading. Obviously, this is up to your discretion how much you want to do to upgrade things. And then they also have other things you can do. Like this is Orb of Shadows. I don't have very many of these. These are special world boss tokens. And then you can convert them and so on and so forth. The Mythical Study is basically where you unlock new classes. So say you pick one class and you're like, oh, I don't really like this class. I want to play something else. You don't need to go start another character. What you can do is you can grind up the gold, the Aether, and this mana, and then you can just unlock an additional starter class. Now 50,000 gold's a hefty chunk, and 2,000 of each mana is a hefty chunk. So if you think playing these classes out and getting through the tutorial is cheaper, then by all means do that, but you don't have to do that. The other thing is you can research spell shards, just like the mana one. You want to get this on a timer, and then down here, as you level up your mystical study, you unlock different cards. They each have costs. You know, the common ones are cheaper, and as you increase the level of this, the spells are going to become a higher rarity and become more expensive. You can see the cost goes up quite a bit once we start getting to higher spells. So this is another way to get different cards available to you for different decks. And then the Arcane Workshop is equipment based. Again, this is another timer one. You want to hit this whenever you can, as soon as you can. I haven't really dove into the equipment unlocks. Probably someone will have more information on this. You can see random modifiers. Basically, you can start a project for a piece of gear. They'll have random modifiers on it. I'm not going to waste my materials on random gear while I'm leveling up. I don't think you should either. Now, there is a blank spot up here. Maybe this unlocks to something later. I don't know what that is because I can only talk about what I have. But that's like a TLDR of your realm, so to speak. So you want to focus getting up your etheric core as much as you can and your lands as much as you can. And the way you do that is by upgrading all of the study, the vault, and the workshop. So that's the very basic synopsis. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask as always.